Our next comedian I met in clown class. We're both trained clowns. She is bringing her one-woman show to Edinburgh this summer. Welcome to the stage, local Larchmont resident, Susanna Longman.
There we go. Right. Thank you very much. Lovely to be here. I've got a curtsy. I do that when I'm nervous. And also I'm British, and everyone in the UK curtsies. They don't. I'm just leaning into that. I'm not here to run a curtsy. I'm here to tell you a little story. So there's a slightly different energy to Dan. I'm going to dedicate this story tonight to anyone who has ever desperately craved the freedom of their youth. Yes! Or any frazzled parents out there. Yes! Because when I became a frazzled first-time mum, I spent most of my time in desperate search for the last remaining bloody nappy, because I could never remember to replace them. Or in crippling indecision about whether I should be feeding or waking the baby. Never, ever wake the baby. But you don't learn until you've actually been there, do you? And I don't think it helped that my stupid baby brain, my foggy baby brain, had me making comments like, isn't that amazingly talented and famous podcast guy such a good singer as well? Because I thought that Joe Rogan and Josh Groban were the same person. And I was constantly, and honestly to be fair, I still am constantly worried that I'm fucking my kids up on a daily basis, because I just believe that we're all kind of mutations of our parents' neuroses. And how do you get out of that loop? How do we save them from that? And I never went out, never let my hair down, but you take it where you can, don't you? So one day, I'm in the kitchen, and BBC Radio 2, which is always playing in our house, is on the radio. And it's Vampire Weekend, Cape Cod Quazza Quazza. And I am loving this. I am mum dancing the shit out of it in the kitchen. I love the reflection I can see in the kitchen cabinets as well. Do you wanna fuck like you know I do? Oh my God, I haven't heard this song in ages. So I run over to the record player, pull out the record, pop it on, and I noticed on the back, the year that it came out was in 2008, and I'm thinking, oh God, that was like 50, 60, 17 years ago. What the actual fuck? And I suddenly realised with a bolt of shock that what I'm feeling is nostalgia for a time in my adult life that I thought was only yesterday. Which means that I'm listening to my youth, which means I am middle-aged. And I know that, obviously, because I've had kids. You know, I know the age that I am, but I don't think I've fully downloaded that information. Do you know what I mean? This is no big surprise, actually. Thinking of my playlist, the most recent song that I played on it was from Moana, or from Disney. And I remember, actually, the day after 6 months of diligent revision, when I could finally recount the whole of the rap to You're Welcome. Kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel, buried its guts, sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What does it take away? Don't miss a Maui when he's on a breakaway. And this happens to be here on my skin. On the map with the pictures I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Look at that mini me Maui to tickety time. Hey, hey, hey! Apologising to the stool. How British could I be? Oh my God. You're welcome. Oh, yet here I was on my very sensible, machine-washable rug, creaming my pants over music that was 17 years old, as though it was in the top 10. I don't even know if they have the top 10 anymore, do they? Any young people? I don't know. We can't be sure, can we, guys? Anyway, I'm there to quell this rising anxiety. I pick up my phone and I start scrolling. And at that exact moment, Instagram pings me an advert. And I don't know how it's done this, how it's gone into my mind, and it knows that I'm desperately craving the freedom of my youth, because the advert is for a 3-hour DJ workshop in West LA. And I'm thinking, I would love to be a DJ. Oh my God, I can see myself now, spinning the decks at my friend's 40th birthday parties, tan skin, little blunt bob, synchro number, and then, why not? Oh, fuck that, I'm going to be on a beach in Ibiza. Let's make it Blue Marlin. And then after a meteoric rise, I'm going to have myself a residency at the Wynn in Las Vegas. And this little daydream was enough for me to book my place on that DJ workshop, quick sharp. But as soon as I'd done it, I thought, this is a ridiculous idea, and I came crashing back to reality because what a monolithically stupid concept for me to go to hang out with DJs in a warehouse. And what would I even wear? Because at that moment in time, my wardrobe consisted of maternity elasticated jeans, you know, to keep in the flab, and breastfeeding tops that you could whip your boob out in. But then I remembered I had a jumpsuit which was given to me by someone cool. It was Savage Fenty. That's Rihanna's label, in case you didn't know. Racing green, gold zip. I thought that could work. So on the day of the workshop, I'm in the car wearing my Riri romper, and I'm driving to West LA with a ball of guilt in the pit of my stomach because I'm feeling guilty, mum guilt, because I'm leaving my kids behind to go and do something silly and selfish, and also mum guilt because I'm quite looking forward to not being with my kids. And I pull up at this building, and it's very clean and very bright, and I immediately know something isn't right. And I go into the lobby, and there are strollers all parked in a line. And I'm thinking, actually, do you know what? Maybe there are other parents who want to do this course as well, and they haven't been able to get themselves some childcare. This is going to be all right. Well, I then go up to the front desk, and the lady looks at me with a twisted smile. She's trying to conceal it. So you're here for the DJ workshop? Just you? Okay. Knock yourself out. So I step into the room. And on either side of it, people look up at me from their mobiles. And in the middle of the room, there are some decks with some kids crowded around them. And I can't really believe it, because obviously, Instagram hasn't gone into my mind and advertised this course to me. I've been marketed this course to because it's for children. And I have children, and that's it. And I'm wondering why, how have I even lost the ability to go on the internet as well? Because a little Google of the venue, Back to Rock, which was a pun, back, you know, the pianist, it would have brought up this family-friendly music school in Santa Monica with glee classes and kids' music birthday parties. And in the middle of the room, commanding the hubbub of kids, there are these two very fit, very young DJ guys. And I'm thinking, maybe they're about 20. Hopefully, because now I feel like a complete pervert. They're there with these broad shoulders and white t-shirts with tattooed biceps just poking out from underneath. And they've got all the equipment, but I'm not like that. I mean, it's just big black boxy stuff that just looks really loud and sexy. And then I'm kind of awkwardly hovering around the line of kids who are going up to each make their waka waka noise. And I'm thinking, do I join the line? Oh my God, no. Then thankfully, because their attention spans are so short, their parents take them home after they've each gone waka waka and played their favourite Kids Box song. So then, I'm just left with me, DJ Tris and DJ Flip. And they want to know what music I'm into. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So I'm going through the Rolodex of bands that I've seen live recently in my mind, and I'm like, the Chemical Brothers and Faithless. And they're like, oh my God, sick, vintage EDM. Yeah, vintage, yeah, that's right. They want to tell me exactly everything about beat matching, okay? So they are telling me, right, techno has got boots in it. It's like boom, 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 boots. But house music that I think you like has some cats in it, which is boots and cats and boots and cats. I'm like, all right. He gets the headphones and he thrusts them passionately into the crook of my neck. And he says, can I hear that? And I'm like, yeah, I can hear, do it again in my ear. Do you know, oh my God, what have I done? Do it again. All I wanted was a little fun. And I'm listening to the lyrics thinking, oh my God, what have I done? All I wanted was a little fun. Ah! And he's like, right, your job, Suze, okay, as DJ, is to seamlessly bring the BPM to match in your headphones, okay? You're like teasing your audience. You're like fucking with them. They want that song, okay? And when you drop it, the room is gonna go off. DJ Tris, his enthusiasm was infectious. And they want to know if I've seen these bands live. And I'm like, Yeah, of course I've bloody seen them live. And then I'm remembering, I'm going on a little nostalgia trip, I'm remembering how I saw the Chemical Brothers at Edinburgh Festival, and I could see the Edinburgh Castle lit up in the background like Hogwarts on acid. And then I remembered like crawling around on my hands and knees because I dropped my bag of pills, which I probably shouldn't have told them because we're in a kids' music school. But as I said, the little nostalgia trip was so lovely and it's sending me off and making me feel so happy. So then I start beat matching with DJ Tris and DJ Flip, my hype men. And these boys are like two adorable Labrador puppies going, "You got this, Suze, you do!" And I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, "This is it. The beat is innate in you. You've been to gigs. You know it. You know when to drop this, Suze. You do." Did I? You do. Do I? You do. And so, like, it was like all the anxiety I had about being a good mum fell away. And in that moment, I knew exactly what to do. So I flipped the switch and the synthy chords of insomnia burst into the room like an eruptive orgasm of joy. And we weren't doing Amiga Mum Bot. I wasn't doing Amiga Mum Bot like I was at the beginning anymore. We were just full on jumping. And I didn't care in that moment that I was a mum. In that moment, I didn't care that I had forgotten the nappies and run out of nappies at home. I felt like myself again. I felt like me when I was 13 on my first night clubbing, gawky circle of girls in the corner of the club, and insomnia was playing in the background. A boy taps me on the shoulder. I turned around and I had my first ever washing machine snog with him, which resulted in 6 months off school because I contracted mono. I didn't care because I'd been kissed. And I also felt like myself when I was 33 at Glastonbury and I was watching the Chemical Brothers play on the pyramid stage, and I had pink hair, don't care, I was on the shoulders of my husband-to-be, who's over there now, and I was probably crippling him with my weight, but I didn't care because I was having the time of my bloody life! And no other kids turned up that day on that DJ workshop for children. Thankfully. So it was just me, DJ Tris and DJ Flip, beat matching and dancing for 2 hours. And I know, I'm probably insane to say this, but I've often wondered if Instagram did go into my perimenopausal adult mind and market that course to me, because this was exactly what I had needed. Thank you!
One more time for Suze Longman.